What is going on there, guys? Kempy here, and welcome back to the channel today for a first ever GYRFM tactic tester video. This is a tactic built on Erik ten Hag and how Manchester United and Erik ten Hag play in real life. So it's a tactic, if you can't tell, to me is very, very special. I'm a massive United fan, and the tactic itself is absolutely beautiful. Now I've got 3 simulations ready to go. We're going to be with Manchester United, PSG, and third of all, we're going to be with Plymouth. So we're going to test it at 3 different levels. It's going to be tested in the French League. Obviously, PSG should absolutely dominate, and obviously that's in the Champions League as well. United, seeing what they can do in the Premier League and in the Europa League, and Plymouth, see if they can absolutely storm League One, see if this tactic works an absolute dream at lower level as well. I don't want to keep you guys waiting for too long, so let's show you the tactic itself. It's a 4-2-3-1 and it is beautiful. I love it with all of my heart, and I love the Ten Hag style of play. So starting off in goal is David De Gea, sweeper keeper on attack. 1 added instruction of tackle harder. Wing back on attack on the right, shoot less often, tackle harder. 2 ball playing defenders, both with stay wider and tackle harder. Left back, full back on attack, not wing back, shoot less often and tackle harder. The first centre mid, the left centre mid, is a roaming playmaker with shoot less often, tackle harder and mark tighter. The right centre midfielder, the Casemiro spot, has got mark tighter on it. The right winger, inside forward on support, tackle harder. Left winger, inside forward on attack with no added instructions. In the middle, the centre attacker mid with advanced playmaker on attack, tackle harder, and the target forward on attack up front. Yes, a target forward. Shoot less often is what is on there. That's all the player instructions individually. The mentality is set to positive, and in possession, the tactic is set to fairly wide, pass into space, work the ball into the box, shorter passing directness, the highest tempo you could possibly ever want, and to run at the defence. In transition, the goalkeeper takes short kicks. It's distributed to the fullbacks or the centre-backs. It's a counter-press system, and obviously counter-attacking as well. It's what we see United do so well in real life. And out of possession, it's a higher defensive line and a high press. Prevent the short keeper distribution, and much more often of trigger and press as well, and getting stuck in. So there's going to be some fouls, there's going to be some bookings, but hopefully there's going to be lots and lots of goals. I'm going to go forward, sim 1 year into the future, and just show you guys, because please stick with me, I'm going to show you guys the results of this tactic. It is outrageous. I've seen GYRFM do it once with United already. We're going to do it with United, PSG and Plymouth, and I can assure you guys will be downloading this tactic in absolutely no time. Just very, very quickly as well, this tactic will be going out on the GYRFM's FM base down in the description below. So if you do want to download that, it is down below. And also, the man Hood Gaming will be doing a video on this next week as well. So make sure to keep your eyes peeled. And if Good Editing will remembers, the link to that will be up there as well. So if you want to see how his tactic test went, make sure to give that a watch as well. But finish seeing how ours has gone here, and then go over there and show him some love and tell him you're from Kempy as well. That would always help out massively. Like I said, tactic is down below. Hood's next week. Let's get into it and let me show you how well this tactic is done. Welcome back then, 1 year in the future. It's the 12th of June 2023, and we're here to kick things off with PSG. Top of the league, as you would expect, 103 points and a 100 goal difference. Mind blown. Champions League sadly knocked out in the round of 16 by Juventus, but winners of the Coupe de France and winners of the Trophy de Champ as well. It's safe to say Juventus had quite a good time domestically indeed. PSG, Mbappe, 35 goals, and imagine that's Mbappe as a target forward as well. If you build this formation to suit you, you're going to get some ridiculous results from this. Mbappe with 6 player of the matches. The fullbacks doing very well as well. If we actually have a look at the squad and get this set to be the selection info screens, what we want to be seeing, get this done by goals. You've got Mbappe up front, 44 goals in 44 games. Neymar is that inverse forward on attack on the left. 47 games, 27 goals. Messi on the right, 48 games, 24 goals. You can see as well, Neymar with 29 assists in this save. Carlos Soler is the centre attacker mid, so again, not a great centre attacker mid, but 13 goals and 6 assists for him. He would certainly want someone a little bit better in that cam spot. But when you've got a front three like that, it is fairly easy for them to go out there and score goals. Have a quick look at the data hub. Exactly like I described, you're going to be doing a lot of fouls. You're set to get hard in. You're set to press high. There's going to be mistakes in the fouls region. An average of 5.5 tackles more per game. But the goals per game, 3.24, average of 1.91 higher than anyone else. And the expected goals, it's not just that you've got ridiculous forwards. The expected goals is 2.83, 1.52 higher than anyone else in League 1. You can see the shots per game are crazy higher, the dribbles per game, cross completion, pass completion. It helps that you're PSG, obviously it does, but it shows the shots, the goals, the fouls, everything is how this tactic is built. You are conceding slightly more, I guess you're conceding 0.61 goals a game and expect to concede 0.71, which is sort of to be expected. But generally, the team as a whole has performed very, very well. You can see played very well in the Serie A, in League 1 PSG. Let's go to Plymouth and just check how they did in League 1 before I show you how we did with United. Well, Plymouth have absolutely smashed League 1. Top from day one and didn't drop down at all. 104 points. So yes, you can use this tactic in the lower leagues as well. Not very good in the FA Cup and Carabao Cup, but they won the all-important Pizza Cup, which everyone wants to win. But Plymouth have absolutely smashed the league. You can see the top goal scorer is only 22 goals and actually not on this. So it looks like as a whole team, Plymouth have just done very, very well. A 70 goal difference. What on earth is that? If we just have a look at, is it goals conceded on this somewhere? Games without conceding, it's not where I wanted it to be. I can't see it on there. Most goals, 114 though with Plymouth. Absolutely nailing that. Fewest conceded, Plymouth 44. So less than a goal a game being conceded, but scoring 114 goals. And where are them goals coming from? Well, Ryan Hardy, Niall Ennis and Connor Grant. I have a feeling there's actually someone not here that's scoring lots of goals and potentially gone back out on loan. So give me 2 seconds and I'll find the goal scorer. To be honest, I can't find the phantom goal scorer. I think a lot of it is shared between Ryan Hardy and Niall Ennis, and then quite a few loan players that have since left. For example, Finazaz in Cam got 10 goals and 10 assists. So we can't look too in depth striker-wise, but the two strikers they had, Hardy and Ennis, both scoring 20 plus goals this season. In terms of the data hub, you can see again, it's the same graph. Fouls, goals per game, expected goals per game and shots per game is off the charts good, and again not conceding too many goals either. Just an all-round fantastic season here for Plymouth, going up into the championship. What is it, 12, 17, 18 points clear, 16 points clear with the mighty Plymouth there winning League 1. Let's check in at how this tactic has got on at Manchester United. How have they got on with a target forward up front? Has Rashford played in that role? Ronaldo was here until January, so it was about Weghorst to come in, had a fantastic second half. Let's go ahead and have a little look. Now, second in the table is very good for Manchester United, simming the first season. Runners-up in the Carabao Cup, sadly knocked out in the semis of the Europa League by Benfica, and the semis in the FA Cup, by Wolverhampton Wanderers. But what a season that is for United. Liverpool, 98 points, nearly hitting the century, winning the league. I think that's fair enough. They've done very, very well there. But you can see the United players. Bruno Fernandes in that cam spot. 29 goals and 19 assists. He's had a very good time. Rashford out on the left. 47 games, 22 goals, 10 assists. Wout Weghorst in the second half of the season, he also done well. 17 goals, 3 assists. I actually think he was there from the start over Ronaldo, I believe, actually. I think that's what I did. I managed to get it so Ronaldo was banished, I think, and Wout Weghorst was here from the start. So we'll go with that, but Weghorst has done very well. Sancho's done decent on the left-hand side. Anthony, 16 goals, 21 assists from the right-hand side. He has done awesome as well. And the data hub off the charts. Not quite as many fouls. Casemiro's been a good boy. But goals scored, expected goals, shots per game, off the charts good. And if we just go back into the Premier League as well and just check out these stats. Goal of the season. Well, player of the goals most. Erling Haaland, of course it is. Ronaldo was here. Ronaldo, how did you get on in this system? Because you've gone to Al Nassr. I must have done a transfer of Ronaldo on a series in January, but Weghorst was here full time. Ronaldo enjoyed the formation as well. 15 goals, 18 games as a target forward in attack. And you know what? He would suit that role very, very well. Being the big man he is with that 19 heading, 17 jump and reach, 19 finishing. Get yourself a guy like Ronaldo, just maybe 15 years younger, to play in this target forward role. The formation itself is unbelievable, and I'm going to be showing how good this formation is with a youth-only rebuild on Thursday, which I'm very excited to bring out. I've already done a lot of the simming already, and it's absolutely wild. Premier Leagues, Champions Leagues, it's the whole lot. We've done very well, and it's just with youth only. So players like Garnacho, Koumenu, Alvaro Fernandez, Rashford have all got massive parts to play, and Garnacho plays from the very start. So if you want to see a Manchester United youth-only rebuild, make sure to come back to the channel on Thursday. So you might as well subscribe, drop a like, and always leave a comment as well on any tactics you want me to test in the future and how your FM saves are going. Thank you very much for watching. It's been Kempy, and I'll speak to you next time.